Susie. What you put your prop in? They mainly use it for alcohol. Number one, I'm recording. Number two, that's not its only purpose. Okay. But thank you for that. All right. So, oh my, we are going to talk about solving multi-step equations. Okay, so just so you know what we're working towards. Hey, you guys are supposed to be like my not talk to each other class. Maybe I made a bad seating chart, Ryan. Okay. So we are going to talk about multi-step equations all week. You're going to have a 2-week graded assignment on Friday. I'm so confused because we're starting on Tuesday. Next week, our CSA, our test, our big summative test is going to be on Thursday. Okay, so that's what we're working towards. Okay, so multi-step equations basically means there's more than 2 steps. Okay, you have shown me that you can do 2-step equations. Okay, now in these multi-step equations, it is possible that you might need to use the distributive property. Okay, so if you have a number outside of parentheses, like we saw in our warm-up, you would need to distribute before you did anything else. Okay, it is possible that you have terms that are alike that need to be combined. So the first 2 things you're going to look for, is there anything that I can distribute? If there's not, that's fine. Let's move on. Number 2, can I combine like terms? Okay, if there are, make sure you keep them on the same side of the equal sign. Okay, so you might need to look at the right side. Do I need to combine like terms? Look at the left side. Do I need to combine like terms? At that point, we can then solve a 2-step equation. Okay, so I'm going to put a little reminder here that we would need to use our inverse operations, just like we did last week, to solve a 2-step equation. Okay, we always know if we have the right answer by checking our work. Okay, plug the solution in. Does it actually work? Okay, so what we need to be ready for today, we need to recognize if we need to distribute. We need to recognize if we have like terms to combine. From there, it should be normal. Okay, so we're going to look at number 1 together. Green? How about I do both? Yeah. Okay, so with blue, I'm going to make my fence. Okay, this is probably the most important time for the fence. Okay, because we have a lot now going on each side of the fence. Okay, now let's look. Is there anything that I need to distribute? No, there is not. There is not a set of parentheses that I need to distribute through. So then our next thought, okay, do I need to combine like terms? I do. My right side, we're okay, aren't we? On the right side? But on the left side, we're not. Okay, I have 2x minus 8x plus 1. So if we combine like terms, Tyler, what is 2x minus 8x going to be? Okay, negative 6x plus 1. Can I combine anything with the plus 1? Okay, why can I not combine the 1 and the 49? Oh, because they're on the other side, the equal side. That fence is blocking us, okay? Equals 49. Okay. At this point, Jada, does that look like something that was on our quiz last week? What I have in blue? It does, okay? Now at this point, we are going to use our inverse operations to solve negative 6x plus 1 equals 49, okay? So, I can't remember because it's been like a week since we took this quiz. Ryan, do I need to take care of the 6 or the 1 first?
Wait, oh, 1.
Okay, we need to take care of that addition or subtraction first. Then we can work out the multiplication and division. So we need to undo our addition by subtracting 1 from both sides. Very good. Okay. So Cordell, what do we have left on the left side now? We have negative 6x. 1 minus 1 is going to cancel. That was our intention. And it equals 49 minus 1. 48. Okay. Brady, what's our next move? How do I get x by itself? What do we need to do? How is negative 6 tied to x? What operation? Okay, and to undo multiplication, what operation do we use? Okay, see, you don't need your friends to help you. Okay, so when we have our negative 6x divided by 6, the whole point is so that those cancel out and we have x equals negative 8. Kinley says negative 8. Do you agree? So we have x equals negative 8. And let's talk about why. Yeah. So like the negative 6 divided by negative 6 cancels out and we're left with x. Over here, Corin, there's just numbers. There's no x's. So we still just have a number. Okay. Okay, now. You might not have enough room. So if you don't write this down, I'm not going to be upset. But let's just check to make sure we did this right. Because remember, this is a step you can do to make sure you did the right thing. Okay, so if x is negative 8, we have 2 times negative 8 minus 8 times negative 8 plus 1. Does that equal 49? Okay, so I have 2 times negative 8 minus 8 times negative 8. So that becomes minus a negative 64 plus 1 equals 49. In your calculator, is negative 16 plus 64 plus 1 equal to 49? Yes. Bronson's going to figure it out for us. It does? You did it in your head?
It does.
Okay. We have 2 human calculators that agree. We'll make sure the calculator agrees.
I don't need it.
Okay, woo! We did it, guys. We got the right answer. All right. All right, let's move on to number 2. Go ahead and in number 2, draw your fence. Can you wait until after we do the third example and then I'll let you go. Okay. Okay. Is there anything we need to distribute?
No.
I do not see any parentheses. We do not need to worry about distributing. However, I noticed that maybe I can combine some like terms because there's a lot going on. So on the left side, I think we're okay. We just have one term. But on the right side, we have 3 terms, 2 of which can be combined. So we have 2 constants and we have 1 term that is a variable. Okay. So we need to combine like terms on the left side here. So Corin, you said you already combined these.
What?
Did you say you already combined these? Oh, what's -5 minus 11? -16. Okay, so you can think of this 2 different ways. You can think of that as -5 minus 11. You can think of it as -5 plus -11. But guess what? In either scenario, you totally have your calculator to rely on if you need it. Corin. Okay, what if you did the -3 minus 16? Would that matter? So Corin is saying, what if she wrote it like this? It is not going to matter the order in which you put them in. It will still create the same set of steps for us to solve for A. But before we do that, are you okay with the -16? Okay, Eriselyn, what would our next step be then if we want to solve for A? I love it. We need to undo that subtraction by adding 16 to both sides. Okay. I want you to always make sure you're undoing the operation. So even though you wrote plus 16, go ahead and make sure that it's going to cancel out with whatever's right here. So does -16 plus 16 actually cancel? Okay, double check that. All right. So we have -3a left on the right side. And over here, Bennett, when we take -19 plus 16, what are we left with? Ooh, -3. I like that. Okay. So then Bronson, what's our last step going to be? How am I going to get A by itself? I love it. We need to divide by -3. So we get A equals, drum roll, 1. So exciting. We get 1. If you write A equals 1, I am going to be so happy.
Because they're both negative. I forgot to read the.
All right, here's your job. You and your partner walk through number 3. I would like you to please solve number 3.
Wait, where?
So let's go ahead and circle.
Oh, yeah.
Would you? Other equal circle.
What did you get? Oh, 10, yeah.
Okay, so
I added the.
So like, we're gonna circle 10, and we're gonna circle the -7.
Oh, we're not.
But I'm gonna put a box around them.
Did you add? We're supposed to.
Yeah. So we add it together because they. So they add it together.
You know.
Okay, so we always have to take this minus. So.
Oh, you should try. That's why.
Since they're both positive.
So that's the next one we're gonna do. Okay. So if you want to try something while you. Well, it's not under 12. Oh, we're. You're better than, you're better than.
Kinsley.
Oh my goodness, you guys are making me so happy. All right, let's go over this one. Harper, what's the first thing that you did?
You're funny.
Added the like terms. So we have 10 and -7 that are like terms. We have -5W and +9W to combine like terms. So we have 19 equals, Harper, what did you get on that right side then? 4W plus 3. Some of you wrote 3 plus 4W. It doesn't matter. It's all the same, okay? Tyler, what was your next step? We already did that. From here. Okay. So then we have 16 equals 4W. And then Ariana, our last step would be to. Okay. So we get 4 equals W, or W equals 4. I don't care how you write it. Okay. All right. Oh my God, then. All right. So now let's go right underneath to number 5. Okay, Ryan, how does number 5 look different? Oh, there are parentheses, which means
You have to, distribute.
we are going to have to do the first step now. We have to distribute. Okay, so we need to distribute. Okay, so I'm going to draw in my rainbows. As a reminder that 7 gets multiplied to X and 7 gets multiplied to that -6. So, what are you eating?
You're so good.
I believe you, but I just like, you just need like one Tic Tac and then that's it.
What?
What? Okay, so when we distribute, we get 7X. And then 7 times -6 is -42. Okay. Are we okay with 7X minus 42? Rieflin, Sugarhead, yes. Okay. So now Cordell, what do I need to move first? The 7 or the 42? And how do we do that? We add it. It's being subtracted, so we are going to add 42 to both sides. So when we do that, the -42 plus 42 goes to 0. That's what we need. So we're left with our 7X equals, and you know what? There is no shame in using a calculator to help you with -14 plus 42. But what is it?
28.
Do you agree with 28?
Yeah.
So then Ryan is already a step ahead here. He said our answer is 4. Well, if we divide by 7, we do. We get 4.
.com.
Let's do another one. We're gonna slide over to problem number 9. Are you upset that we're doing another problem? Oh, so in this problem, we get to distribute and combine like terms. It's gonna be so exciting. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to distribute. That 5 needs to be distributed. Okay, and when we distribute the 5 to that y minus 2, we are going to get 5y minus 10, but we still have this minus 7y. Now, are we ready to do inverse operations? Are we ready to do inverse operations? No, we are not. Why is the answer no, Tyler? Look up there. What do we need to do on the left side? Oh, Howard, your voice like got really high and jumped over there. We have to combine like terms. I can't have 2 different variables I can't have 2 different terms with a y. So I need to take 5y and minus 7y and actually combine them together. Where are there 2 negatives? Multiply. Brady, what's 5 minus 7? What kind of a 2? So we have minus 2y minus 10 equals negative 32. Now, at this point, we can add 10 to both sides. Should I be adding 10? Was that the right step? Trent, you can just shake your head yes or no? Yeah, it is. Okay. So then Kinley, we have negative 2y equals what? I asked Kinley, what's negative 32 plus 10? 22. Is it going to be a positive or a negative 22? It's going to be a negative 22. Okay. Jada, you're so excited. Tell me what to do next. Now we're going to divide both sides by negative 2. Denise, what's our answer? 11. Okay. Brady, doesn't this seem that much different than what we did last week? No. Okay. So, yeah, we're having some issues understanding what our names are today.
He was just like,
Okay, so I want you to turn the page. On page 26, you are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 for me. It's not that bad. And you're going to get started right now. You have 10 minutes to do 8 problems or however many.
how many?
Yes, this is. I don't want you to do them.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't.
Bennett was complaining about not doing 8 and 9.